He might come in and dominate it, like a lot of players did. But then again, Frank Lampard didn't dominate the league. Pirlo didn't dominate the league. Honestly,
It only lasted like
Tim
2 seasons.
Cahill really didn't dominate the league when he came in.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Tim Cahill, another big signing. Yeah.
There's a lot of players that have had their chance in the league and they just,
They don't sign at
it's
all.
a hit and miss in this league.
Now, going back to the CONCACAF Champions League, with Red Bulls out, Toronto's in.
Toronto FC all the way.
You're going for Toronto?
Absolutely, MLS. MLS has to. I would have loved to see MLS, Scotiabank, CONCACAF final.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day,
Toronto.
With Toronto FC being one of our Red Bulls' main rivals, as well with DC and New York City FC, it's just the fact that it's the MLS.
Yeah, exactly. So you want that recognition.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I got personal ties with some of the Toronto FC players, with Josie Altidore,
That's right, yeah.
Bradley. These guys are American, players, and we didn't get to see these American players do what they had to do for the United States, but maybe they can do what they have to do for their personal club, and show that they still have what it takes in the tank too. At least try to get into the qualification matches for the next year's coming up, or try to help the team in the future. But personally, I just want Toronto to do it for the MLS. I can care less that it's Toronto. It could be, honestly, it could be any team in the MLS. I just want them to win. I don't personally don't like the Mexican league. I don't like the Mexican soccer. I don't like how people think that the Mexican league is way better than the MLS, when in the reality it could have been an MLS all final because they won on a technicality. But then I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for my team.
Yeah.
They didn't do what they had to do. So Guadalajara's in against Toronto, and the better team is Toronto.
And I'm surprised because Club America.
Club America beat Chivas the other day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember.
America got thrashed by Toronto FC.
Home. Oh, no. Toronto was home. Yeah, Toronto played home, and then yesterday they drew 1-1 in Mexico.
To put up a goal in Azteca, please, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
You know that.
That's a lot. And they don't do the away goals here in CONCACAF.
And actually, talking about that, there's a lot of people who, the fans really don't play the game for us, but the fans do put in a great part for the players. Let me let this be known. I know I'm going off sidetrack, but this just popped in my head. To be home and to feel like you're away does great damage to your morale and your soul.
Oh, I see.
You're sitting in your home stadium and you hear your little bit of fans chanting Red Bulls. Let's go Red Bulls. Let's go Red Bulls. And now you just hear this roar of all these other away fans screaming Chivas, 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 Chivas. I don't know if any of you listeners were at the game. I was at the game, and it was very, aggravating. I felt like I was in Mexico. I felt like I was in Chivas' fucking stadium. I felt like I wasn't even in Red Bulls Arena. It was in... I understand that it's not us fans who make the game and win the game and score the goals, but we do give our team confidence. You want these players to play good, come to the stadium and show up. Show the support. You guys show all the support to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG. You guys buy all these jerseys. You pay all this amount of money to see these teams when they come over here. And you have a team here. There's a team here. You get me? This team, they beat Chelsea. They beat Chelsea after Chelsea won their league.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to hear from nobody. You get me? And on top of it, the Red Bulls was a second division team that beat Chelsea, and they beat the likes of Diego Costa, Luke Remy, Fabregas, Hazard, Willian, Ramirez, Peter Cech, I think was their goalie at the time. These Red Bulls players that you guys so call that are not great or not good, beat the English Premier League champions. So because they didn't get a chance to score against Chivas, you're gonna say that, oh, it's just the MLS and there's no. We need the fans. We need people to come and show the support. It was horrendous yesterday, hearing 20,000 people screaming "puto" to our goalie. You get me?
Yeah,
you're home.
Really
like Luis Robles is on and off the field is a fantastic human being. Like the stuff that he does for children light up. I think that's what it's children's light up. The autistic
the
light it up blue.
Program. Oh yeah.
All the fundraising that he, like disrespectful. I personally think that Chivas should be fined for that their fans antics. It's disgusting, and it just shows where the difference between the people.
Yeah, definitely.
It's disgusting, and it's sad that we're home but we're away, and to be in a double-legged game, and in the reality, both games are away. It's hard.
Really
it's harder.
It definitely hurts the players.
It's harder.
You definitely want to have that
that 12th person.
Exactly.
You get me?
When you don't have
hear
there's a lot of pressure
the stadium screaming for the other team, that does something to your mindset.
That does a lot of damage, yeah.
That does something to your mindset. It does. And just the way that these people they act like they're not even human beings. It's just horrible. It's horrible, and it's not only the Mexican fans. It's all. I've seen Honduran fans do it. I've seen El Salvadorian fans do it. I've seen Peruvian fans do it. Seen Ecuadorian fans do it. It's just just how they get with like it's soccer is about like having fun and enjoying it, not getting like crazy and yelling and fighting, and it's just ridiculous. And we need more fans to show up to the stadium. Without fans, the players don't have nothing to really play for without having their fans. Yeah, they get paid for it, but they don't have nothing really to play for.
When you don't have fans like that, I mean, it's that's like.
Let me just let it be known. It was a 5-to-1 ratio at the stadium.
Holy crap.
From Chivas fans to Red Bull fans. And the Red Bull said that they also had, for Chivas fans to buy tickets, they had to buy 2 extra Red Bull tickets to different games. You get me? Wait. And I guarantee you that those games still won't be sold out because those people that bought those tickets still won't go. Even if the Red Bulls gave out free tickets, the stadium still won't be filled.
So what does Red Bulls need to do in order to?
It's not what I personally don't think is what the Red Bulls need to do.
The
Red Bulls brought Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry of his time was the best player. He won the World Cup. He won the Player of the Year. He won everything. He's won everything. He was a part of the greatest team to ever play. Arsenal's.
Mm-hmm. The Invincibles.
Bro, he was a part of the team. He did it with them. And we had one of the best. He is one of the best players of his time.
Definitely,
hands down. All the trophies that he's won, all the things that he's won, all his accolades. You tell me, and if you can tell me, go ahead. But I'm not talking about Ronaldo, El Fenomeno. I'm not talking about Ronaldinho. I'm not talking about any of those players. I'm not talking about none of them. I'm talking about European players at his quality, at his age. In that era, that were like him.
Not that many.
Cantona was an amazing player. You get me? Really wasn't at the same time, but even he wasn't at the capability of Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry was the Ronaldo and the Messi of his time. And even with him, even with him and the Red Bulls, still didn't get the stadiums filled. Right. We even did a poll, a demographic thing. We got a player to fit in the demographics of the area. Passaic is filled with Mexicans. Mm-hmm. We brought in the Mexican national captain.
Oh, yeah.
And we still didn't even bring in Mexican fans.
Talking about Rafa Marquez.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't a good player. He was a fantastic player when he played with the Red Bulls.
Come on, yeah. He just finished getting out of the Barcelona.
You cannot. Team. And then the thing is, like, he isn't a center defensive midfielder. He was a center back.
Yeah.
You try to play him in center defensive midfield. Hans Baca, what were you doing? Hans Baca, what were you doing?
Where is he now?
Hans Baca is nowhere to be found. where he should be. He hasn't. I think he coaches like some small team. I'm gonna tell you
in Europe.
I think it's a national team, honestly.
That didn't make it to the World Cup, probably.
Finland.
Yeah, okay.
He recently led Finland. Yeah, after the Red Bulls, he went and coached Finland. And that LAFC with Carlos Vela, going to the World Cup.
Carlos Vela to me is not that great of a player.
Yeah, he wasn't that great of a player with what he played for.
Real Sociedad.
Yeah, exactly.
He was okay there.
But the thing is, the defenders he's going up against are not the defenders he's going up against. You get me now?
No.
The defenders he was going up against
Yeah.
to the defenders he's now going up against. It's a different game.
Way different ball game.
So he's in he is a high quality player in a low quality league, somewhat in a low quality league, you can say, because the whole league isn't up there.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
It will be
Soon.
but not yet.
Once everybody gets their DPs and everything equals out, and LA Galaxy starts being fair and following the rules, and the MLS stops making rules for LA Galaxy to better themselves,
That was kind of sad though. Those few months or that season, that LA Galaxy didn't really.
You mean last year when they had Ashley Cole, Van Dam, Rob? They had Leggett.
They still have Legit.
Samoa.
They had Samoa too.
Yeah, a different one, not the.
Not the one. Oh, okay.
He played for the national team of Ghana.
They have Jordan Dos Santos.
Jonathan
Dos Santos.
First off, we just named almost six players.
They only need 5 left.
And they're all DPs considered? Okay, Ashley Cole. He's a good defender. He's not probably what he was. He's not Ashley Cole back in the day, but Ashley Cole's Ashley Cole.
That's true.
You get me? A young 17-year-old left winger is not going to be able to run up the wing and just beat Ashley Cole.
Not in his day.
No. Not in his day, not in this day, not in no day. It's like, I could put Roberto Carlos on the right wing and on the right back, and still a 17-year-old kid is not going to beat Roberto Carlos because of the fact that it's Roberto Carlos.
No, hell no. Hell no. You can't do that.
You feel me?
Roberto Carlos, he'll look at you. As soon as you get the ball, he'll send you a text. You're not getting past me. I'm going to break your ankle.
A text, he'll do smoke signals. Start the smoke and do the smoke signals and send it and let you know that. And still get the ball and probably run up the field all the way by himself and score a goal. But yeah. It's crazy with the MLS how it is. It's just, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on in it, and it's not a lot of good shit that goes on.
Now, do you see the MLS being a league that we want to see in 10 years from now?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So? I feel like probably in the next 5 years, younger players will be coming over.
Will be coming here.
Yeah.
Rather than Europe and South America.
Yeah. We will be a development league for those teams. If you see Bayern Munich did you talked about it with FC Dallas.
Yeah, they
I heard what Gaston said about it's Bayern Munich bringing their players over here and taking our players over there.
Exactly.
But in the reality, it goes back and forth.
Of course, yeah.
And the same way Manchester City does it with
New York City
FC and Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right.
You get me? Jack Harrison was on New York City FC. Now he's on Manchester City.
We haven't even seen them play though.
But I think he's on. Maybe he loaned out or something.
He's probably loaned out. Yeah.
You get me? It goes back and forth, and with that being set up, that would be amazing. Can you imagine the Red Bulls being able to bring in Keita because he got hurt or something, and Keita, Negby Keita, the Liverpool prospect, just because let's just. Like I'm not saying that it's like they can do that. That's the thing that I'm trying to say. They can do that. It's easier for the Red Bulls.
Yeah, because
New York to do with Salzburg and Leipzig because they're all one. It's honestly one big
club,
team.
Yeah.
But it's cool. And did you hear? Let's change the subject a little bit. FIFA is trying to eliminate loaning. The loaning option. Yeah, and I actually agree with it because back in the day, for teams like Chelsea, Man City, Bayern Munich, Juventus. Big squads, Barcelona, Real Madrid. They get all these young players, they loan them out, and they bring them back. Yes, that's perfect.